Okay. It's probably way too low volume actually. Now I've realized. Let's see how this goes. I haven't played in a while. Goal today is to finish a run. And I don't know, maybe I should actually start with a boss rush. Well, at least some parts of a boss rush. I could do odds and evens. What would they even want to practice? Well, obviously. Can I even do this one still? Wait, I got a sub 50 at some point. What are even the like stats on Guy SIL? I forgot that I got a sub 50. Didn't realize I got a sub 50. It must be better than the one I submitted, and knowing myself I probably recorded it somewhere and then just forgot about it. Let me actually check on that. I got to force myself to at least submit the times if they're like top 3 or something. Sub 50 doesn't quite give me top 3, it doesn't give me like an extra spot even. Maybe that's why I didn't submit it, because I wanted to at least be to the water. Oh well, maybe I can do it this time. Imagine, first time back doing that. I just be to the horror at something. Which would be quite an achievement. Not the first time I would have beaten a Devara, but it's something that I should appreciate more, I guess. I wonder if he did it. Yeah, of course he did it with like advanced strategy. I always have Absol in mind, but Absol never made it work. Okay, bro. Might be too slow. Yep. The only awkward part is that this isn't even the way to practice it for any percent. But as long as I get like that first part, it's similar enough. It's just that practicing the arrows is a bit stupid because it's different. Oh my goodness, hello there. Well, I mean, it's been a while since I held 20%. But the boss rush is definitely still something I'm very proud of. Arguably the crazier thing anyway. Wow, okay, here I just managed to do it so easily, and then I messed it up. I'll do my best, since everyone else is semi-retired anyway. Maybe I can get a record before JK or PDO snipe me again within a couple days. But it was all for fun anyway, otherwise I wouldn't do it. It's just a game that is the most fun long term. I kinda wanted to PB in Pokemon first, but it doesn't really entertain me long enough, and now the problem was there's so many other things in between, job related and whatnot. Okay, man. That I just forgore to do anything about that, and now I'm kinda at the point where I was derusted for Pokemon, but then there was so much in between things that I kind of would have to do a derust for Pokemon, but at that point I might as well return to Shadow. Since there's a couple plans for like the Christmas event that Sable does all the time. Okay, let me check that. Okay. Okay, multiple aggros, and what's that? Okay. Multiplayer shadow when 2-player co-op speedruns, man. Imagine. I swear to God. You and me, JK, will just punish those Colossi so badly. However you do those things, it's always weird to me. Udawara did his, like, former record without the slash, right? You know what fucking annoys me, by the way? Every time I return to this game, for some reason the first few attempts I just get this freaking transition so freaking easily, but then when I properly derust it, it feels like the most difficult thing ever. Like, what the fuck? Man, if you could make that work, that would be sick. You know, this is what I would allow emulator for. There's only... Okay. If we get emulator to a point where it's like verifiable in a proper way, I could allow it. But the other two are like for Beyond the Forbidden Lands, the mod leaderboard, and for co-op bullshit, you know? Hey, people are here. Holy shit. People still care. I love that. Thank you all for showing up. They actually recently posted the VOD of like my run at Rocket Beans, and there were so many positive comments about my run that nearly made me tear up, man. I didn't realize that people had such high praise for my commentary. Because usually I would always think that my commentary is a weak point, so I would always hide behind other people and just do the run itself. But yeah, apparently people enjoy my style, which is refreshing to hear. Because hey, I mean, if I'm in a German-speaking marathon, there's pretty much no one that could actually do commentary. I mean, there's a couple of people, but I can't get a hold of them. Oh, I know that shit as well, because all the pressure is gone, right? Once you're warmed up, all of a sudden the pressure is back on and you start overthinking it. I tried to derust Oz, because I used to play that shit every freaking day for months. Even got to like 4-digit world rank, which at the time was a lot easier than it is right now. Because that way less people played it, apparently Oz went through like a whole big hype because the YouTubers got big. But yeah, I can't really do it anymore, man. Whenever I try to return to that game, it just feels bad because I feel terrible at the game and everyone else got better as well. You know, with Shadow it's easier because I have such a high level that no matter how much of a break I take, I feel like I can go right back at it with some deterioration, especially with like minor details, but it's playable. I think that would change if I took a way longer time off, but I don't think I ever will, unless it stops being fun, which it never seems to do. I know that Stocky was throwing around the idea for a race for Treaksmas event, which I would definitely be down to join, and I hope there's enough people that get together for this. See, I'm starting to warm up and all of a sudden I can only do the backup. Didn't I hit it like 4 times in a row earlier? Well. Yeah, the only awkward thing is that this is a bit different from the way it works in any percent. Especially with the arrows, but honestly, I should probably stop worrying about the details so much and just play. The more finished runs I get, the better it will be long term, no matter how good or bad they are. Just embrace the Sean method and only reset when it's physically impossible to record, and even then probably just finish the run anyway. Yeah, well, this will be fine. I'll make it work. Let's think about different things. Yeah. The one thing that always suffers the most is Phaedra, just because it's such a finicky thing. Especially in any percent, it's just so much more awkward to do a setup. Yep, that's it. Well, not quite. Almost. I mean, getting the launch is the most important part anyway. Wonder just got a bit hung up on the details there. Man, it feels like I never left. Holy shit. Can I still do our thing? Let me try to do our thing real quick. Well, I'll practice the launch anyway. Might as well go for a couple IL attempts, because the only thing about Phaedra that matters is the launch anyway. Wasn't ever hard, man. I'm almost a bit insulted that I'm having less trouble with this right now compared to when I usually ran the game fully, like, on... Oh, man. I mean, there's certain things that I feel like wake me up at 60 after I haven't played this game for 20 years or something, and I could still fucking do it. I'm not sure. Like, some things, at least. I'll be the best Shadow of a Colossus player in the retirement home, man. That's the goal. I will probably be the only Shadow of a Colossus player in the retirement home, but that's a different story. Okay. Can I still do this guy? Can I try some of the things that Anthony does, because that guy's a voodoo magician and I'm scared of his potential. Legitimately, this guy just comes out and just does the craziest shit that I couldn't make work. He could be the next Udavara if he keeps going. next up so or whatever. Just super specific IL. Maybe not Odawara because this class was like going beyond ILs. But something like Capsule, just pick up a Colossus, will record the shit out of IL out of nowhere and then return to the... yeah. Almost. He fixed that though. He fixed that. It's just that the new record wasn't as good as the other one, but he fixed that. He got a new run. Let's just call it a challenge run from his side, just because he wanted to be extra cool. I mean, it could happen. I don't think so, but should I just do one? Like, no pressure or anything, just do a boss rush to Derust fully. Let's see what happens. How do people do that? Oh, that was almost like the quadruple thing. I think it needs a cycle stab, right? Is it an 80% stab or something? The most important thing is that I'm hitting the initial jump stab anyway. Which feels so comfortable, man. Just stop thinking, just, you know, play without mistakes, right? Yo. Well, anyway, something like that. I'll make it work. Probably lose some time on that split anyway. Unless I get a random plant, which happens rarely. Wait, can I still do like the actual IL phalanx? I've done so much of the new stuff. I wouldn't recommend it as a newcomer, but who knows, maybe. Maybe it's like muscle growth, just let it sit there, give yourself enough breaks. Like, unironically, you can probably play too much. Usually, I would say there's never too much playing, because it just gives you more practice. At the start at least, but there's always a limit. There at some point you just burn yourself out. So let's revise that to, you know, play enough so you get enough practice in, but be reasonable. I used to play way too much. And to a point where it had diminishing returns for sure. Well, I can still do that in any case. That felt so brainless. Real pain will start once I'm on actual runs. But feel like they have stakes. Man. 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 Now I actually wonder if I get this like 4th try back up, is it still worth it? It's almost worth it. It's actually disgusting how many mistakes you can afford. We've only lost like 3 seconds to the other thing. Hey there! No, you missed all the Pokemon Red speedrunning and like racing that I've done before this. Didn't achieve much, but if you ever want to come back to Pokemon Red, we can still race, I guess. Now I actually am warmed up with that as well. Well, not really right now, but in a general sense. Okay, legitimately though. What the hell am I doing here? Yeah, this is like just as fast as like the usual thing would be. But wait, is it actually saying that I'm on Pokemon still? Why the fuck? I changed it beforehand. I actually changed it beforehand. I thought it was memes. This is actually annoying. I changed it beforehand. Well, in any case, thank you for letting me know. Because I actually made sure to change it, but I guess there was some glitch when I was doing it or whatever. Or I forgot to press save or whatever. Okay, I actually have to like practice both ways, the regular way and the safe way. But nowadays it feels like if the camera angle is right, the safe way isn't really worth it anymore. Because even the backups on the risky way are faster. Like, as long as I get here, I'm usually good. And the upside is like so worthwhile. Should I just commit to saying no matter the pace, if I get the right camera angle, I just book it? Probably, right? Because unless I majorly fuck up, any backup will still just about tie the slow way. Like, the upside isn't really there anymore of the safe way, especially since you can still miss it on the safe way. Let me try the safe way just as a comparison on how good I am on that anyway. Because I legitimately had 3 retries there and it was still like almost faster. Legitimately thinking about the meta right now. Like here I would have probably just went for it. Especially since I think the Argus in my PB was bad. Yeah, that's a safe way. I can still do it. I just have to wait enough before I let go of the side jump. But I'm still hitting like the arm, which is the important part. This feels comfortable to do. The important part is that I'm comfortable with the strat I'm using anyway. Missing the plant is bad though, and unnecessary. If I see it's not a plant, I should probably just cycle stab into one. Or at least try to. Like here the camera angle looked off and I still made it work. That's about the hope. could even incorporate a jump stab if I'm feeling very, very fancy and get like a 28. I'm not sure if I want that though. That seems unreasonably risky. Alrighty, so this works. Anything else I should try before? Or should I just go for any percent runs? Maybe do like one boss rush. How long do I plan on streaming? Like, I was sick this whole week and I was really planning to use the sick time to just offline Derust Shadow from bed, but I never actually did. Let's do like one boss rush Derust or whatever, and then do the other stuff. I should probably start recording just in case this is the super run. The best run ever. Get ready, best run ever. Oh, that's a plant. How cringe. Imagine planting in 2025. Still 26 though. Speaks for the quality of the rest. The funny thing is, as long as I keep within like a decent margin of a record, as long as I get to Pelagia and get it first try, I could reasonably beat the record. Because like, whenever I look back at the record, it feels impossible to get to that level because everything else was just crispy clean. But I always forget about how much time I actually lost on Pelagia. So I can just get a reasonably good run and then not mess up Pelagia and still PB by like a decent margin. It should be wild. It's just nothing that I wanted to pursue before I retook all the any percents. And like, if I pursued boss rush, I would probably do HTA before I go back to NTA. Unless beaten, of course. Still got it, holy shit. Not the cleanest quad, but a good enough one. But that's the thing though, like, those seconds will accumulate just because of how clean the other run was. But I probably overestimate the cleanness of it as well. Like, if I can keep it within 5 seconds. And then just get the crispy clean. Like, the crispy clean Pelagia, I would still get something crazy, man. Okay, this was off. I might actually mess this up now. Okay, this still works. Wow. Nope. There goes the record. Pretty much instantly. Silly. But that's okay. It's actually crazy, the margins. If you actually start to think about it, the margins on boss rush are okay, man. Wonder, it's all good, but like, what the fuck? The margins on boss rush are just stupid. And this whole strat on boss rush is fucking stupid. Man, I hate this strategy. Legitimately. Okay. I lost all will to finish a boss rush, actually, just because of this one. But I should. I should force myself. It just feels stupid after all the successful attempts earlier. Okay. No, I should at least... Oh my god. Is he for real? Fuck Wander. And all that he stands for. Okay. Let's just get a decent enough backup and get going. In any percent, a decent enough backup is still good enough. And boss rush nowhere near. Oh man. I hate Gaius with a passion. What a horrible, horrible Colossus. Especially with the new strat. We used to just launch and be fine with it. Oh man. We used to just launch and vibe. It was a 100% success rate Colossus. No one would ever like worry about anything. But then... I mean, I always mention PDO on this, but it's not really PDO. It's originally Upsell that came up with this. If we're being reasonable here. Upsell laid the groundwork, and then Odawara did it in a boss rush, and then all of this started. Yeah, no, it's just not fun, man. Because, like, when you get it, it is a relief, but it's not nothing like, oh my god, I got this trick, that's such a bonus. It's more so like, I survived, and now we have to keep going, man. What? And here goes the moment when I realize all the practice I did earlier just as if it evaporated into nothingness. Ah, well, this lineup is scuffed. That still worked though, I'll take it. Just gotta wait a second here to still get the right lineup. Kinda shows how an average run would look like if I don't just get everything first try. Humbling experience. Can I jump stab off of this? If he lowers the head after. I think I can. Yeah, that's alright. Let's see if I can get the heart rate activated. In the meantime. So you can feel my excitement. Come on, man. Show him. Show him the misery. Hey, heart rate activated. It's not as bad. Still feeling a little sick, but it's alright. I might stream tomorrow as well. I'm feeling it. It's just that I've been doing a lot of other stuff as well. Chess season started. Started out well with a win. Also got into a Pokemon TCG recently. So I will be playing a pre-release event tomorrow. But other than that, I'll probably try to get to the gym. And then... maybe I'll even go to a gym today, depending on how long the stream will go. I need to get back into shape. Because vacation and then sickness and then all that other stuff got me slacking on my diet. Okay. This is actually the trick I missed during the Rocket Beans event. And it's not usually a hard trick to get, so that actually annoyed me. One of the only ones I missed. There was a couple ones where I was just slow. What in the world? How in the hell? Ugh. That's probably due to the initial delay on the grab. And then I probably timed the jump down wrong. But that's just unfair. Usually you just grab there. Ugh. Yeah, well, no. The rust is definitely still there. A couple lucky first tries, and the IOs don't really count if you can't really do it. Well, at least I didn't fall down like that during the event. That's already good enough. Can I actually still do the jump stab? Let me just try. Almost. I'll count that as a good attempt. Just due to a jump stab, the stamina meter is very sus now, but that still works. Ah, that's alright. Oh, did I land on the building? Landing on the building is actually big time save in the any percent. Because you just cover so much ground. Ah, almost. Almost. But not quite. Honestly, I should make Derust splits, just so it's not all red when I'm just doing a no research run for the sake of practice. Otherwise it makes me feel bad for no reason. Because this is still a good thing to do, and it's a necessary thing to do. Oh man, are you for real? This could have been so much better, but when he decided to shake and be slow, ew. Okay, man. Awkward. Almost. I think my Barba in the boss rush was actually disgusting. I got like a 35 or something, which is technically faster than my fastest IL time, I just never submitted it. A 44 is just like slightly below average, but nothing I would be uncomfortable with under normal circumstances. So this is alright. And the 20% thing is very different anyway. The only thing I will probably do to further Derust after this boss rush before I go into any percent is to... I will do like a couple phalanxes. Wait, I'm not supposed to... I always forget that in boss rush we just have the freaking timer. I went there doing the swim animations, even though that's counterproductive even at times. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. Come on. That's alright, as long as I get the trick, that's good enough. Oh, almost forgot. Alright, wait, was my Hydrus actually that bad? No way. Actually, my Hydrus was better than that in my actual PP. That feels bad. They split late. Oh, quick climb. Look at that. And I messed up the arrows. That's bad. Okay. Yeah. Shh. Okay, man. I get it. Stop. Okay, can I actually like glitch through a fucking... Come on, out of bounds me. Nah. That doesn't happen that often, that's funny. Thank God it happened on a bad run. On a Derust run anyway. Because that's just infuriating. Kinda said it wasn't an out of bounds. Okay, let me actually properly aim this time. Forgot where to aim there for a moment. Almost got the thing. Come on. Ugh. Yeah. Gotta work on the Kuro maybe, because this doesn't fill me with joy. Well. Bam. There's a ring. No, not quite. Couldn't even back this up properly. Sure, let's do 2 stabs. Honestly. Let's just do another one and then do regular planted ones. Just to make this more safer. Because I don't want to lose any more time than I'm already doing anyway. Okay, man. I mean, even running against world record splits, going into 5 minute plus feels a little excessive. But I mean, there's also quite some bullshit that happened. It's just the tendency that happens in boss rush with how tight the splits are anyway. Let's see if I can actually do like a proper dirge. Okay, that's good enough. That was actually, well, okay. That was a clean one, but I should have turned the other way. It was just bad muscle memory there. Because it all felt a little awkward. But that's something I never practice enough, like those little details. Especially in any percentage, like there's like very little roll, which it shouldn't have. Should be like a bigger deal. Because I think there's a lot of time save potential in Dirge still, it's just that I never really want to go all out on the Dirge. Missing one arrow and the whole run after like being over an hour in just feels terrible. Well, not over an hour in, but like, you all know what I mean. I mean, we're at the point where if you're on good pace, you're still sub 1 hour on like Phalanx. Pelage, even if you go excessive. Not even that excessive actually. Can I still do this? Lol. I did it wrong and it still worked. That's funny. Oh, wrong is the wrong way to frame it. The harder way, I guess. The less consistent way. That was a bad way to back it up. That was a decent recovery, I guess. Man. Rough. Should I practice the jump stack? Or should I just say, usually I do it better anyway, fuck it. We'll see. I hate it. There's some truth to that. Whenever I Derust, it feels like things don't match up the way they're supposed to. Things that are hard become easier, and things that are easy become hard. And all of a sudden that switches after properly Derusting. Okay, let's try. Okay, I think I got the backup here. You can actually do the IO setup here even delayed. You just have to make sure to hit him when he's like doing a downwards animation. By the way, now you will see the time save potential of the whole run. There's barely any on any part of this goddamn like run. So basically if I tie everything else, I reasonably can beat the record by as much as this will be. I mean, it's enjoyable. Enjoyable pain. It's kind of like getting a tattoo in the moment it hurts, but then the result is nice. And in a way the pain isn't even as bad, usually in retrospect. Okay, it says 28 seconds, but that's a lie. It's like 14 seconds in-game time in reality. It just means that I could get way below 30 minutes RTA though, which is kinda crazy. I was actually thinking about getting like some Pokemon tattoos. There's apparently a guy nearby here that wants to like tattoo the whole Pokédex, and I love that idea. Was thinking of like, you know, the tattoo that I got from, okay, yes, I get it, but I actually want the other way, man. Come on. I was thinking of maybe extending the piece that Summer did on my leg to eventually be like a... It's not called a sleeve if it's on a leg, right? What would you call it? You know, a full piece. A leg piece, I don't know. I already have a Snorlax tattoo. That's the Van Gogh card that they did, like the cooperation of the museum. And I kinda realized that looking at Pokemon cards for like inspiration for tattoos is actually sick, because the art is always very cool. So Totodile is in there, but also maybe a couple others. Mew, Psyduck. Wait, have I never shown like the Snorlax tattoo I got? Okay, come on, 3 times in a row is just ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, I can post it on my server again, even though I pretty much am sure I did. I even took a picture of Summer, which was very cool. 4 times in a row, okay. You know how it usually goes, it's a 50-50 until you get like 6 like tails in a row or something. For anyone who is new to this, it's like a 50-50 if like, there we go. It's a 50-50 if like Phalanx turns left or right, and usually you just go with it even if it turns right. But technically speaking, if you get it like within like 2 tries, it's worth resetting. It's just like a matter of you're doing more damage to the run if you just keep resetting and it keeps going right. This is a no reset run, so I don't really care, and I just went for it for simplicity's sake. But I actually wonder if in the future, during record attempts, I would just reset and then give up on it. Okay, here I'm just messing around for no reason. Okay, come on, let me just do it properly now. If it turns right again, that's my fault and I'll just go with it. But I mean, there's no such thing as justice, so yeah, of course it turns right. It's a 50-50 after all, and it's independent events, right? So if it went left before it goes right, even if it went 5 times to a right beforehand, it's just the way the universe works, so it doesn't work. Someday it will be 5 rights in a row, but I will never know, because I would never reset if it goes to a right. Makes sense, huh? But I mean, the same rule would apply throughout runs. I don't think I ever had 5 runs in a row where it always went to the right. To the left, I mean. Yeah. This is something I'm not supposed to do on this version of the... Okay, anyway. Let me just finish this. I've been doing so many IL attempts on this guy. Here and there. Just to practice it and also to just give it a try at the same time. My actual PB is actually way lower, it's like a very low 59. And I had one run that would have recorded if Wonder didn't shake out of a stab right at the end, which was actually kinda sad to me. Yeah, there's a certain simplicity about it. It always feels like pain to miss an arrow though. Though, to be fair, you can just go slow, right? And it's fine. You can just go slow. Remember when it was hard to get a sub 40? Remember when sub 40 was the pinnacle of skill? Now I'm like +7 and still reasonably aiming for sub 40. I feel like nowadays sub 33 is when you're sub 40 or something. Especially with SSDs around and PS5s and whatnot. I mean, sub 33 is already too much. Sub 35 already makes you a sick runner. It's just that we came a long way. Oh, that's not what I wanted to change, actually. It's cool to actually kill all the Colossi for once. We'll see how reset heavy I'll go on the any percent. If I already finished the boss rush, I can start resetting on the any percent, right? Is that how it works? Ideally, any stream I do, I would start with a full boss rush just to have everything warmed up. But yeah, for a person saying earlier that I will first try world record boss rush, they were wrong. I'm sorry to disappoint. They probably also don't realize that getting a boss rush world record is still way harder than like getting an any percent. Okay, legitimately, what the fuck, man? This is ridiculous. I always want to I'm resetting this just to give it a proper try. What the fuck was that? After all these memes, we'll see if I still sub 40 though. Would be funny. There we go, that's a proper try. Just a slow Cenobia anyway, a very slow one. What the hell are you doing, man? Why are you so slow? Can I still do wacky jump? Wacky jump is always like a toss-up. Whenever I derust, it's either 100% or 0%. There's like never an in-between. Welcome to the 0%. That's wrong. version of it. I should go there. Did you all know that originally the wacky jump that Wacky found was aiming towards lava rocks and you would jump in between them during the cutscene? She and I actually made it work, which is disgusting if you think about it. Before I realized, wait, you can just jump directly to lava rocks and it's way easier that way. Yeah, so, anyway, this was one of the Derusts of all time, I guess. But what if I jump stab? No, it works, I swear to God. The jump stab on Zenobia is a myth. It doesn't actually work. People claiming that it sets them up for a plant are actually psychopaths, absolute maniacs. They just had the biggest luck ever. It never works, man. At least not for me. Maybe I'm doing it wrong though, who knows. One of the Zenobias of all time. Okay, why did I go for that? Didn't I suffer enough humiliation already? Whatever. Let's just finish this. There's also a certain aspect where once you stop taking the run seriously, it just devolves into stupidness. So I think the +9 isn't even real. I mean, considering I lost like 4 minutes on phalanx due to resetting out of sheer surprise that it turned to a right each time. No, they're not right. All of them are wrong. But that's just me. I don't know. They're all wrong. It's reasonable to set up and do consistently. It's just getting comfortable with the whole thing. At least whenever I mess it up, I know it's a positioning error. Because in theory you don't have to even spam that much, you just have to hit the right angle. And there is some consistency behind it. It's just that the comfortable way that I'm comfortable with is less like consistent in theory. It's just that I'm so comfortable with it, I usually hit it anyway. Brother in Christ. I think I can still back this up though. Which is funny. Let's do the slow way. Yeah, I might actually not hit sub 40. Funny thing is, it's still close. It's actually still close. I would have to majorly fuck up on Malice to not hit it actually. Which has never happened before, right guys? Messing up in a disastrous way on Malice, that never happened before. Oh, it actually would be close. I need to get almost a gold split. Okay, we gold split Malice and claim sub 40 and success, right? With all the memes aside, let's do one clean Malice to show everyone that they're wrong about the big meme. I never fail Malice, unless it's important. But I never fail Malice because it's always important to not fail, and I never fail. It's all fake news, man. That was a bit of a risky jump there, but I timed it right anyway. Didn't do tunnel though, didn't do like pitless, so this might actually be all for nothing. I'm pretty sure my Malice Gold is with Pitless. Let's see. If I get first try arrow, it should still be okay. Clutch. God Gamer. Absolute peak performance. Oh, 40 on the dot. Honestly, this is almost better than hitting sub 40 because I planned this all along. This was my secret plan. It was to hit 40 exactly. That's just to show the control I have over this game, you know? All the retries were calculated from the start. All the misses and all that stupid stuff. Okay. And I'll show this to Usu. I'll show to Usu how much you can do stupid stuff and still hit 40, so maybe she will actually try. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let's just go right back to misery. I mean, it's so much fun. What do you mean? Yeah, sure, update them. Whatever. Okay, after trash talking Usu in chat for a moment, it's always a meme because her big goal is sub 40 RTA, and this run was so disastrous that maybe it's motivating or demotivating, I don't know, whichever you wanna think it is. But a little bit of banter is never hurt anyone, right? Okay. Now focus. Wait, fuck, I can't focus because it still says boss rush on the thing. Maybe I can change it while I load in. Oh my god. Such god gaming. This was so clutch, man. I didn't even have to reset the whole run. I just changed it while I'm running. Never seen before. So, how should I put it? I guess I'll be I'll try my best to not reset as much. I'll even finish a run that's like not a contender for any percent, but I will still reset with major mishaps. Like if I fall off Avion, I'll reset. If I miss Hydra Skip, I'll reset. But if I get like a suboptimal Gaius, I won't. Just to get more runs in, because I think it's more important for me to get more play time rather than actually go cutthroat for the record. Like, reasonably speaking, I think I won't get the record within the first few tries. Just because, well, it's just pretty good. It's not like unbeatable or crazy, but it is like fairly optimized. So unless I'm like on peak performance, I won't beat it by much. So at that point it becomes more reasonable to just try to get as many runs in as possible. And maybe get a couple PBs in between, which is usually not my style at all. Maybe it's a wrong way to put it, but for now, it's the way I will try to handle it. Like, this is a very suboptimal Valus, but 5 seconds here and there won't kill it entirely. I guess the way I can treat it is if the best possible time isn't good enough anymore to PB, I will only finish the run if I'm already past a certain point where I'm like, okay, I won't really where I'm like, yeah man, thoughts, train of thought, yeah. If a run is very, very far in, I might as well finish it. And try to not reset every single one. And I mean, this Valus was terrible, but if this remains the only mistake in the run, I still record by a mile, so maybe that's the way I should approach it. It's just that if there's too many of those that combine, and the chance of me getting a record is low. Yeah, I don't know. It's always easier to get a good early game because then you don't need a banger late game. But I've had runs before that started in a mediocre way and where I brought it back with a late game. It's just unlikely though. Ideally I'd get like 30 to 40 seconds ahead by Hydrus. I think, I know it's possible. It just takes a very, very solid effort, which is kinda hard. Oh my god. He planted on the last stab. Why did he do that? Remember how I said everything about not resetting as much? I have such a high urge to reset just because this is already suboptimal. But I shouldn't. I will not. I will prevail and keep going. It's always funny because, like, PT always said anything above 5 minutes on the first two, he never accepts. Meanwhile, I'm happy with something below a 5:10, you know? Different standards, eh? But let's just keep going. I wonder if there's a cutoff point at Gaius where I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. Because Gaius is the point where I can save a lot of time just because it was suboptimal. And if I'm in the red past Gaius, it just feels awkward to continue. I don't know. Maybe that's stupid. But there's like a certain expectation where I'm saving time on Gaius. But I mean, maybe not today. Maybe today I'll just take it more chill and just try to play the game for once. Because there's a certain burnout if you reset too much. You know, no resets on boss rush, yes. No resets on any percent. Man. None at all. Probably the best approach, but also I ain't got all day, man. I ain't got all day. I think the combo where it's a no reset boss rush and then reset any percent. Let's call it low reset. Low reset is probably reasonable. To not get overly like hung up on +10 early or whatever. Because if that +10 happens late game, I wouldn't even bat an eye on it, right? But right now it feels like it's almost unrunnable, even though it's not. Like 10 seconds I can save on like many late game Colossi. But it accumulates. I need like a minute. I need like a whole ass minute. Well, not quite a full minute. What was PDO's Reki again? Like 45 seconds? Let's call it a minute for simplicity's sake. But at the same time you look at the best possible time and then you think to yourself, what the hell is this guy yapping about? It's just rough to get all the time safe, man, but it's possible. Why do these arrows all of a sudden work? These arrows were such a pain every time I did them. And now I just do them first try, like it's nothing. This is stupid. I hate it. Of course. Oh, come on. Don't mess it up last second, man. Wait, did I not get the arrows? That's bullshit, I got the arrows. Did I understab? I probably understabbed one of those, right? No? Really? I understabbed the belly? That's bullshit. Avion, Hydrus, 2-cycle Dirge, Pelagia. Or if I'm +30. Like, even +15 is already like too much. Like, this is probably already too much. But if it's like even +20 is too much, honestly. But let's just keep going. For science, let's keep going. This is borderline unrunnable, knowing experience-wise. This will probably not record unless I get like the sickest streak of like good performance now. Hey, maybe I'll just get the best streak ever. Let me just fuck with shit up, man. If I get like gold splits from here to Bassaran, it would probably be good enough of a run to continue. But let's see. If anything, I can still try to do a jump stab on Avion and throw that run that way. That's always an option, you know? Just keep playing till Avion and throw it away on a jump stab. I think that's reasonable, right? At least you tried in that case to bring it back. Maybe I can do it this way. If I'm in the red after Gaius, I throw it away on Avion with a jump stab. I think that's something that can be debated. Because at success I'm saving up to 15 seconds maybe. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just that the world record isn't as tight as like the boss rush one, but it's still tight enough where I'm like, if I'm at plus 20 at any point in the run, it's probably unrecoverable. Realistically. Not technically, but realistically. It's probably unrecoverable. Also, I noticed that not going for quick stops and quick starts here is actually faster, because you recover it quicker. Of course I hit this trick now. There's also a solid reasoning that I could like go for the advanced IL strats here, but it's probably not worth it just because even if you succeed, usually it's slow unless you hit those cycle steps very well. I'll just go for like... What? Man, why? Why are you like this, man? Stupid Phaedra. Oh, come on. Whatever. Maybe I should give myself, like... I should practice some of the more risky strats that are barely possible. You know, like with Phaedra IL. Practice, like... things like... freaking... Okay, yeah, man. This is definitely throw it away on a jump step territory. This is absolutely not on pace for a new record. I will try to bring it back alive this run by going for jump step on Avion. If I save 15 seconds by a jump step on Avion, this run isn't a high tier contender, but it's at least like... It's like giving it CPR, you know? Bring it back from the dead runs to like a semi-alive one. It's not doing well, but it's alive kind of deal, you know? Let's try that. Okay. I'm super ready to throw this run away. Shut up, PDO! Stop shit-talking my early game. I'm derusting. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, realistically, even with a perfect Avion IL, this run is probably dead, but... It's like, at a point where if I get a lot of gold splits, it could be back alive. Okay, now it's actually dead. Unironically, running into a wall here actually kills it even with jump stab. But we'll see. We are exploring. We're enjoying. This is a chill, comfy stream of Shadow of the Colossus, where I'm playing the game casually for entertainment's sake. Don't look at the timer and the red splits, this is all for comfy vibes. It's basically a let's play. How dare you, PDO? Okay. Well, the thing is, Avion IO isn't that bad. It's more so the continuation after you get the jump stab that I feel like is bad. I realistically, with like dedicated practice, could get the jump stab to like an 80 or 90% success rate. It's just the rest that gives me headaches. And I still have no idea how you do your wing down strat, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if I want to learn it or not, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do this properly again. But I mean, you wouldn't be the first that incorporates Avion IL. It's just if you get a successful good run with Avion IL, that's when shit will go down. Like with full IL? It's just that there's so much stuff behind it as well, like with the Gaius and stuff. But to be fair, with Gaius getting more and more consistent, at this point it might be a consideration. Definitely for boss rush. If I ever do anti-boss rush again, I would probably grind the shit out of Avion IL just to make it worthwhile. Because I can still like get a sub, whatever, what is it, 1330 or whatever, without it. But it would just make it a lot easier. It would make you less reliant on some of the late game bullshit with phalanx. Because nothing is worse than getting that nuts early game run just to get a 50-50, right? And I mean, my run is very beatable just because of the 2 resets on Pelagia. But if not for those resets on Pelagia, it would be very close to capped out. Which I kind of shows by the fact that I still got the record with those 2 resets. For any percent, there's still enough room even without it. But I mean, if I actually like got good at it for boss rush, I could implement it in any percent as well. It always goes that way. Practice something to a stupid, unreasonable amount on boss rush until you're like, fine, I'll do it in any percent. That's a better Valis. Yeah, that's the thing. But at some point, if you maxed out, you're like, well, what worth is the Gaius anyway? That's just a precondition to actually start the run, right? It's not to that extent in any percent yet. I could still get like bad Gaius and continue with a good run. But on boss rush, it's very close to that. Like, you can maybe beat my run by like 15-20 seconds. But with Avion we're unlocking new potential. With Avion and everything else perfectly done, there is an unreasonable way of getting a sub 13, which is nuts, but it's possible. I made the I did the calculations. But that would be like the ultimate unbeatable run until new stuff is found, right? Yeah, but your early game is just voodoo magic otherwise, that's the thing. I don't want to get as deep into whatever you do on the first 2, because that would drive me nuts. I'd rather get the first 2 bad and then get a good Gaius after. The Gaius feels more important to me than grinding out the last second here and there. To be fair, I should probably take a look on the quad, because there's definitely something that isn't... Like, I don't know, my quads have been very, very terrible as of late. Well, as of late, before I stopped playing for Pokemon anyway. By the way, just to leak a bit of stuff, Stocky and I will also do a diploma Pokemon Let's Go run for Sable Treaksmith. which is silly, but I love it. Should have repositioned here. Okay, man. Sure. Sure. Okay, let's go with it. Fine. Sure. I cancelled his animation somehow. Which, good enough. That's okay. That's usually how it is, right? 13.1x is definitely something that is possible. It's just that it takes a disgusting fucking run. Sub 1330 is reasonable. If you get a very clean run, you get a sub 1330. That's basically the two Pelagia resets and whatever time saves I have otherwise. That will bring you to the sub 1330. Sub 1320 takes an exceptional run, but it's possible as well, yeah. But then with Avion IO you're looking at sub 13 potential. It's just a disgustingly, like... It will crush you. Boss Rush just crushes you with how many... It's like those philosophical like torture methods, you know, where they're like, what if you can put the prisoner into like a weird mental state where it feels like they are living 200 years in like prison, and then they wake up the same age. Is that worse or better than current like methods of whatever, right? Punishment. That's what Boss Rush feels like. It feels like you're doing any percents but at 200 times speed, and then you wake up out of it and you feel like you're 60 years old. And you've seen stuff, you know. This is what Boss Rush grind feels to me. Do an hour of that stuff and you feel like 5 years older or something. The vibes are on point. But in any case, I always lose like 5 to 10 seconds compared to your early game. On any percent. That's definitely something that I'm doing wrong. I mean, to be fair, my quads are shit, so that's what I'm doing wrong most likely. Seems reasonable. Any percent of cocaine? Now play Boss Rush on cocaine. Now that will be an experience. I don't condone drug use. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Cocaine or cocaine? Yeah, man. Just take all the stuff at the same time and play some Shadow. That's the vibes. I'm still in shock that last time I somehow didn't have enough damage, but I probably understabbed one of the belly stabs. Otherwise I can't explain it. It was kinda bullshit. Oh, you piece of fucking shit ass motherfucker. Ugh, okay. Damage control. Okay. This is terrible and I hate it so much. Oh man, come on! Get up there, what's wrong with you? Why is this such a slope, man? Ah! Okay, I'm good. This is fine. For science. Just for science. Get it in a lab and take data. But yeah, I think the way I will do a stream today is I will do like an hour of attempts now. If I get anything going within those hours time, I will finish it. Otherwise I'll have to get up early tomorrow to get my car to like the thing to get the tires switched. And then I have the Pokemon pre-release thing. Tournament. But after that is done, maybe after gym, I will probably stream tomorrow evening. I don't have that much planned otherwise. I'll try to get into a rhythm of at least a stream a week. How dare you? I don't claim that Pokemon TCG is deep or anything, I just play it because it has Pokemons on it, okay? I'm deep, deep, deep in the Pokemon bullshit, but it's fun. That's all that matters. I will actually go to like a regional soon. I registered for Stuttgart. So if anyone is going to Pokemon Regional Stuttgart for whatever fucking reason, you can meet me there. Yeah, TCG. VGC, I dabbled in it. I might start playing it a little bit when they release like the competitive version, depending on how pay-to-win stupid it is. Oh, I speedrun Pokemon. It's deeper than you think, okay? It's actually fun. In the same way that a slot machine might be fun if there was skill to it as well, you know? It's crack cocaine of the speedrun world, I swear to God. I already did the speedrun tournament and I got utterly destroyed. You know, but once everyone starts doing the spreadsheet, that's when you realize how cracked out of their mind the menuing of those guys is. And the decision making. It's actually disgusting. The amount of math and like freaking control they have. Like, it's stupid. I swear to God, the buy menus and stuff. All they just pre-move the whole fucking section, man. You know? They buffer into a buffer into a buffer. Meanwhile, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Click, 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 press, click, 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 press. And they are already in the next buffer, 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 buffer. You know? It's crazy. Take a look at, like, the current world record of Pokemon Red any percent. It's a German guy that took a record that was deemed to be unbeatable. The execution on this guy, holy fuck. They squeeze a second out of everything. They are laughing at us. They're like 20-second margins, you know? They're like, I'm squeezing half a second out of this menu, man. Fuck you. You know, I'm dealing with this shit, meanwhile they're squeezing a fourth of a second out of everything, man. Oh, you know? But yeah, TCG. If anyone is the Pokemon Stuttgart TCG regional or whatever, come and find me. I'll leak my name to you in DMs if you come in. That would be cool. I'm decently terrible at the game, but I played enough of the online version as well to say I have somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing. I know the matchup somewhat. Yeah, exactly, PDO, exactly. Yes. 4 more world record holder of this category, man. Many times record holder still, losing to a guardrail. I've never been as humbled as I have been during the Pokemon Red races, you know? It's like, unironically, if I put the same amount of, like, effort into Pokemon Red as I did on Shadow of the Colossus, I think I'd maybe get top 20 at best, you know? I think, like, the amount of things I achieved in Shadow is decent. And here it's in a 4 world record just because of the amount of competition, and it's still, like, I can be proud of what I achieved. But in Pokemon it wouldn't be enough. You have to be, like, some... Besides putting in the effort, you also have... My god. See, I stumbled. And then I failed to... menu on the live split. Meanwhile, those guys just summon, do some satanic worship to not only get the perfect RNG, but also hit all those buttons correctly under pressure. Pokemon Red is impressive as fuck, man. Like, I think I could get good at the game. I think I have the right mindset, and I already got decent considering the time I put in isn't that much. Like, when I actually, like, did my first Pokemon Red speedrun before I ever did Shadow. And the amount of progress I got in there, within like a couple weeks of properly training compared to the years where I barely did anything, was very good. But it's like, you know, the top tier guys are on another planet. They're breathing something else, man. The people that actually hold multiple, like, Pokemon records are like some next level people, man. I couldn't do that. It's not only the amount of skill that you have to absorb and the kind of skill that you have to absorb just to even be able to compete. It's also just the sheer amount of time that you have to invest to even get a chance of a one lucky run that gets the record. You know, they get good as fuck and then they grind for months. Months upon months of daily attempts just to get that one run where you can't fuck it up on a menu, you know? Imagine you're like, yeah. Yeah, anyway. I tried to speedrun Pokemon Emerald, and even getting the correct starter made me absolutely go insane, just because it's a 1 out of 60, and I couldn't, like, operate the freaking metronomes properly. It's not only spreadsheets, it's also metronomes, man. They actually started using metronomes in Pokemon Red. Not because they really need it, because the manips are fairly easy compared to our games. The manips are very basic in the grand scheme of things. You have like enough bufferage that you can do to get through those. It's, you know, the IGTs you can hit, because a couple frames here and there in the manips don't actually work. So now they started tracking the freaking milliseconds behind just to save at the times that are safe. It's stupid. They're legitimately handling a metronome on the side just to know when to not save on the manips, to not have them fail. crazy people. Meanwhile, I get tilted by like a 5-frame window of embargo or whatever. Ugh, plant. How cringe. But at least I got past the Valis this time without failing anything majorly. Oh, I've seen that guy as well, but that's different kind of skill, you know? That's just stupid amount of dedication, skill. Yeah. If guys like these would pick up this game, they would legitimately get like a sub-13 boss rush within a couple months of practice, and there's nothing we could do about it. Yeah, but I'm not delusional in thinking that wouldn't happen, you know? It's just something else, man. If we would put that amount of effort into this run, we would already be talking about like sub-12, 45 or whatever the fuck. Or talking about sub-53 IGT or whatever the fuck. We would probably find glitches that we can't even imagine in this game. Break the whole thing apart. Yeah, same. It only really works when you get beaten. And even then there's also life, right? My job is a lot more intense these days since I got a promotion. Monday will be rough, man. I've been sick for the whole week, and now I will have to catch up on everything. They probably shifted all my appointments towards the next week. It'll probably be a lot. If I had more time, like bring back COVID and I'm going all out on Shadow again. I think sub-13 boss rush for sure, and sub-55 for sure, maybe sub-54 on any percent. These are my guesses. Not even talking about hard need a major update. I will probably go back to the HTA boss rush soon enough. Okay, man. Okay. I hate this. I tried to not get the plant and I got the plant anyway. So now this is garbage again. But it's fine. As long as I get a good Gaius, right? The copium. But yeah, talking about all of those, let's make sub-56 happen. I mean, what did you get on your, like, you got the sub-20 on the, like, 90-minute challenge, right? I mean, the biggest thing for me is I would actually have to go in detail for however you do the avions. My avions are a weak point compared to yours. There has been a lot of development since then, so yeah, for sure. I will get back to it eventually. But first I'd need to retake any percent normal, and if I do that, I'll probably do any percent easy, because might as well. Easy probably shouldn't take as long. Maybe one of these days I'll do an easy run as a warm-up. Honestly, even hard is free. The run I got wasn't that crazy. It's just that there's a lot of updates since then, right? But it's always been that way, of course. Normal is the tough category and other two are a bonus. Usually if you get like the normal record, you can also take the other two. If you just use that fresh skill and Derust. I mean, it's also like, to be fair, the hard run has so much more variance that bringing it to a level like normal would be absolutely disgusting. And it's probably not something that you would want to do, but... Like, if I focus on hard boss rush, once I get a run I'm happy with there, I would probably improve 20% hard as well. I would just need to work on the avion before I do any of that. And make sure I incorporate everything else as well. Another thing that I would want to do is actually grind out the Zenobia IOs properly. Like, the hard Zenobia should be free, it's just getting the early game luck. Like, the good super jump and good cutscene. At least the arrows seem to be working better for me. Usually the arrows are the difficult part. Usually, I say. Man! Okay. It's so stupid because sometimes you just get a plant out of nowhere and it doesn't even make sense. Oh wow, the recovery is god-awful. This won't hit, will it? Oh, it still hits. Yeah, okay. Not a great guys, but good. It's decent for a recovery. This is Zenobia, you can still get look. Man, Zenobia is cool. I don't care. It has a lot more depth than people give it credit for. But people don't even realize it has depth. Like the whole way you position yourself during, after the cutscene. The different kinds of like how there's different tiers to how quick Zenobia gets to the freaking pillar. You can save like another 5 to 10 seconds there if you do it correctly. But people don't even realize. Yeah. Yeah, sure. So does Kuro. That's fair. So this guy's wasn't great, but it still saved 10 seconds, which is kinda sad, but I'll take it, I guess. Could have been worse. I mean, there's control to it. I'm just not good enough to do it yet. I would need like an absolute 100% consistency on wacky jump to actually use the luck I get early more often. And then it's about actually optimizing the stabbing, which is kind of fun. Like, if I get a jump stab and then get one cycle stab before planting, That would be enough to get a sub 1. And I already had a 102 once. I think I'm still the only one to even get a sub 103. Or sub 104 for that matter. I don't know. Who's the next person? Like JK with a 105, I think. Cool, danke. Ihr könnt ruhig immer auch auf Deutsch fragen. Ich werde auch immer auf Deutsch antworten. War auch super froh über die coolen, positiven Kommentare. Freut mich, dass manche es hierher gefunden haben. Okay. Okay, there needs to be a freaking intervention. Why the hell am I messing up the positioning so hard on the freaking Phaedra every time? Do I still feel like going? Yeah, sure. Right now I'm feeling great. I also got to figure out how... Is there a way to stream to YouTube without the music and then to stream to Twitch with the music? I wonder. Because I know there's a way to get it out of the VODs, but YouTube can even strike your channel like while playing the music live. There is. Because that's something I would need. I kind of miss music. Could give it a different vibe. I mean, I could just listen to the music myself and not have it on stream, but that's kind of, I don't know, doesn't feel correct. And I think there's more benefit to having YouTube and Twitch up. Anyway. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just not good at the positioning still, which is kinda sad, because it should be a 100% thing. And still, like... Phaedra HTA also needs another look with, like, the new development of, like, the whole... I was like pretty close of finding a way to make that new normal strat work on hard. It's just more difficult. Simply due to the fact that initially it's a lot slower. I should take a look at it. They named themselves after me after all. Also, there's like that one thing where if you go all the way back on the leg, you could launch yourself all the way to a front leg, which under certain circumstances could also be faster on hard. You can either fling yourself towards the shoulder or do one of the shoulders first and then get flung. I couldn't quite figure out which is better. I might try some of that once I get too annoyed by any percent, but it feels bad to not even have a run towards Savion on proper pace. And I'm a bit I was a bit zoned out for the last few attempts. Ever since... Okay, man. Okay, sure. Getting that more often would be so hype. I mean, what kind of like meme are we on right now anyway? How much damage do you even have if you do like one full stab? And you can skip one of the third stabs, but can you skip both? You can't skip both, right? So you have to do 2.5-ish on one and skip the other, right? It gets complicated at that point. You can only skip one, yeah. So basically you do 2.5 on one and then jump stab the shoulder. That's probably the most reasonable way, yeah. I'll try that a little bit. Because I've been cooking as well, and I had like success of like doing 2.5 on one of the shoulders and then flinging myself towards the head. But I'm not sure if that's even faster. Maybe not, depends on the fling. There's quite a few creative things. It's almost as cool as HTA Quad. And I still need to beat the HTA Quad again. It was so awkward when I finally beat Cimmerize after like JK tried it for like forever. Whenever I beat an IL record, JK gets like a sudden 20% boost on his skill and just beats back. You know, you can't make this shit up. He was trying for like weeks and weeks and was like, yeah, I can beat it. And then I beat it and he beats it instantly. You know? That's the real reason why I get discouraged from like ILs, because whenever I beat a run Jake, he can snipe it immediately. He has a superpower like that. Because he sees me do it and then he's like, oh, I can do this but better. Which, to be fair, good for him. Okay, not optimal, but I'll take it. Oh, come on. Thanks, I hate it. Nah. I mean, honestly, if JK actually locked the fuck in, like Odawara or Hammer or whatever, he would probably swipe the whole board. I don't understand how he does it, because it doesn't feel like I have any less skill than him, but on IL he just fucking... Oh, yeah, man, what the fuck? I can't keep any fucking record, man. But I feel like I could make a one stick on Zenobia if I actually, like, if I actually put my mind to it. But I can never grind a record for that long. Like, at some point it just crushes my... yeah. Yeah, honestly, that was the most disgusting thing ever. Hammer actually went in there in secret, grinded that shit out and made it aesthetically pleasing, and then JK just snipes it as if it is nothing. That's honestly the most based, like, freaking Giga Chat thing he's ever done, man. Enthiki, by the way. Fucking Enthiki. I swear to God, he will be the next Giga Goat of ILs. He's cooking so hard. In a very specific way that only works on ILs. Yeah, guys is also something that I wanna do. I had like a couple attempts that weren't even that great, that were pretty much on record pace, and then Wonder slips up. It's fucking stupid. That, and I also Phalanx. I swear to God, the amount of anti-Phalanx attempts that were straight on record and then Wonder stumbles, it drives me fucking nuts. It's stupid. Because Phalanx NTA isn't that hard to beat. You just have to not stumble, man. Just get a bit lucky on the boost of a wing, and then don't stumble. And I freaking hate the Phalanx IL. But there's like a ton of ILs that should have been updated years ago. I mean, honestly, we appreciate that as well. Find something for Phalanx, please. Because I feel like there's probably something that we're all missing. It's so railroaded. And unless you do that weird bunny hop strat that I still couldn't figure out how JK does it, there has to be a way to do it in a smarter way, you know? Also, what the hell was that? Anyway, let's lock the fuck in. Maybe Wonder won't do stupid stuff this time. Lock the fuck in, Samurai. I've been hitting those arrows though. Holy shit, hitting those arrows. It's like they're not even that hard or something. But I've been struggling a lot more with them than is really reasonable at my skill level. Okay, man. Okay, man. I appreciate the determination to just get that fucking plant there, Wonder. Okay. Oh, wow! Really losing the plant there? Fuck you. And all you stand for. Fuck you. I'll slash your fucking head. Yeah, the lineup. I mean, it's good that you found that lineup. You get more hate for it than you, but also I initiate all the hate. And I still stand by it. But also thanks for the lineup. It's just my own inability speaking, I guess. By the way, I just slashed his fucking head. And I was surprised that it worked. And now I have that awkward situation where the run isn't that great, but I'll continue anyway. Oh well. I mean, if this records, then at least I have a 6 slash in there. That's worth something, right? How the hell did that slash even work? It didn't have any right to work that well. The positioning was so off. And then he just slid off perfectly. Yeah, honestly, that one was also very creative. Okay, maybe I can actually not fuck up the stuff here. I gotta look into the lineup here, because surely there's a way to stop yourself right before the trigger and then just get a quick start into the cutscene. I just could never make that work properly. Also, quick starts and quick stops are like never worth here because of like they are only really worth it if you slow down for a lot right after. But I never get this well. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I think there's probably a way to make it work with like a more consistent setup. That is honestly like a good amount of time saved. Okay, I'll take it. Not sure if you can even call this on pace, because the guys was kinda... Oh my god! Okay, fuck you. Why the hell did it... Why the hell did he start that animation? I don't understand. Typical any percent. But yeah, but couldn't you just like park before the cutscene and quick start into it? Does that just not work because it slows them down? Hurry down. Them down. Okay. Ah, I see. Oh, as in the turn thing. Okay. Okay, what if I actually got an okay start, got the full Gaius, like I did without any issues on the first few attempts in IL, and then just hit the Phaedra without messing up the animations for whatever reason, and then I just get everything else perfectly and get the record and retire forever? Wouldn't that be fun? Not from Shadow, but at least from any percent normal. I'm freaking tired of any percent normal, but there's nothing that makes sense to grind otherwise. I mean, there's a ton of meme stuff I could still do. The odds and evens need to be lower combined on the record again. It's kinda sad they're not. PDO, can you do odds and evens for the memes at some point? It's good practice too. Man, just jump step their freaking sigil, man. That would be fun. Because all of those times are so sadly outdated. It's ridiculous. And I think it's actually like decent practice tool, because you can optimize the hell out of the half and then just combine them once you get good runs in them. Push for 53 high or 54 low. Man, let me hit 55 first. I mean, if I get a 55 and then you just bonk it with a 53, I think that's a point where I would do something else for the moment. Which can totally happen. You're better than me at any percent. 55 is free, yeah. It would just require me to fucking get out of early game without wanting to fucking end the stream. But I can see a reasonable way to save over a minute, yeah. 54 isn't free. Yeah, I mean, I did the calcs. I can reasonably save 1.5 minutes without doing anything crazy on my run. I had a massive time loss on Phalanx, for example. And also the guys when it's almost ready 20. It can be like 40 to 50 seconds ahead by Hydras if I actually got a good Barba. Yo, what the fuck? Could you just fucking do that but towards the back, please? What the hell was that? I've never seen it go that way, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I can't do your wing down though. I can't do your wing down, I don't understand it. Let me do a bit of IL. I think my mind isn't in the right space to do more any percent right now. Wait, did I what? Let me do a bit of Phalanx, I don't know. Let's just shadow for Colossuses. Right here in the middle. How dare you? I mean, honestly, if I optimized my Avion and Kuro to the amount that you do, and then just kept my late and mid game or whatever, I would probably aim for like a 54 at that point. There's like, what, 15, 20, probably like 30 seconds in those two alone if I actually properly optimized it. Yeah, let me do a bit of chill Phalanx before I end the stream. Just a couple attempts. I wonder if... I don't think I have a time save that I actually gotten it here, or do I? Yeah, I had a faster one. I had like a 59:14 at some point. But I'm not willing to submit anything that isn't a world record, just out of... like... just out of protest. Yeah, I mean, you always look at that, but you can't be fast on everything. Like, there's only so much you can optimize in a 1.5 hour run, man. And then I say that and you get a 53 or something, but you know what I mean. I mean, we're not at that level of optimization yet, are we? I mean, just being a human is also part of it. But I get your point. I would just need to practice the shit out of small little things that are usually boring. But I should look into it. Just do some dedicated practice of segments. specifically for Kuro, for quad. Why the fuck are you turning right? Yeah, I should actually look at your run and write down the major time losses compared to you, and then just analyze and do the whole thing of making a spreadsheet and doing the dedicated practice until I hit the split time. That will probably improve a ton. Hello, aggro. Okay, this is too slow. Yeah, I think you also have more stamina than me in the week you actually grind. If I were to play as much as I used to, I would have a record ages ago. I mean, I used to play fucking daily. Funnily enough, once I stopped playing daily, I actually improved a lot. Because I actually focused on the important parts. But there were positives out of that. The muscle memory you build is actually insane when you practice regularly. Especially on like smaller stuff that usually isn't noticed as much. Yeah, fuck you. I think I would have Phalanx record ages ago if it wasn't RNG which way it goes. That is the most infuriating part, which is also I could probably not grind Kuro. It's probably reasonable to actually skip the fricking thing here anyway. See, this stumble is the most annoying part about this IL. Because I've had like insane splits here. Where basically the way to beat the record in the Phalanx is after you get farther up the sigil and do a roll, if he doesn't stumble, you can weapon switch and accelerate yourself towards the thing. It's faster than doing 2 rolls. And then, if you get a perfect little slide of that last wing, you can propel yourself like a super jump all the way to that last sigil. I had that happen like 2 or 3 times or something. And each time then Wander stumbled or didn't properly roll out of a stab or whatever, or didn't do a quick stab. All those kind of things there. It led me to not get the record. But other than that, it's actually pretty simple step by step on how to get it. I mean, there's also a way of just doing those quick hops that JK is doing, but this is like an easier way of doing it if you actually get the boost. And if you're quick enough, you get there early enough that it's actually fairly reasonable to get it as well. There's a certain little way about it. And it's also like if you're quick enough on this part, you kind of want to skip the little adventure there, because if you get like a crazy boost there, it's actually because you're being too slow. So ideally you only get a small little hop or just skip it entirely. It's more about the way you jump there. Basically, I figured this Colossus out in my own way, and now it's just about rolling the dice till Wonder doesn't fucking stumble anymore. Here, this is actually not slow at all. I skipped it entirely there. And when you roll, and if he doesn't stumble like that, yeah, something like that, but without a stumble. It's like, the bad part about it is you need to get a bit lucky to actually beat it. There's no skill involved whatsoever because it's so railroaded. There have been times where it was like over a second ahead, but due to the fact that the whole like wing section is railroaded and gives you such a boost, it's actually kind of stupid. Like, there's probably a way to just do the jumps differently and still be faster, kind of like JK did, but I'm not good at it at all. So basically I optimized it, but I still have to deal with all the stupid bullshit right at the end. Because especially like that stab, roll, stab, there's also a slight chance you get stumbled out of that stab. And then you can just do an instant jump stab, and then I would get like a 57 or 56 or something. But other than that, it's always like within seconds, milliseconds, like. Because I can get there quicker, but you need a bit of luck right at the end, after getting a lucky little boost. And it's just annoying to grind this out. One, two, run a bit, 3. This is the fastest way to do it, I think. It at least feels like it, because you get a bit of a boost there with the wave phalanx. Yeah, kinda like that. So, see that? And now, if I just get... well, that wasn't quite it. Yeah, see, and then a jump stab and I would have gotten it. That's exactly what happened to me as well, yeah. I got like a big boost, was right at the last sigil, and then I stumbled. This IL is actually stupid, just because of all the RNG involved there. It's actually also anti-skill just with the way the wings are coordinated and how it's like a cycle. So either you go real insanity, is like roll out of every freaking stab, and do it perfectly in a way that then you do the quick jumps to get there to the back, which JK almost managed to do, or you just get that lucky boost of a wing, and then oh well, I got a lucky boost of a wing, guess I'm the new champion now or whatever. But getting it all together would feel kinda sick, I think. I got the map, you know, I got the railroad, I just gotta hit it. Because I think the, like, farther forward, like, stab on the second, and then the freaking weapon switch out of there, I think those are legitimate improvements to the whole thing. It's just if you want to do the weapon switch again right at the end, but that usually leads to Wander just stopping. So I didn't like it that much. And in theory, if you get the boost good enough, then you don't even need it like that. Yeah, I don't like the positioning here, but I'll try my best to roll into this, and then what you can also do there is kind of grab, and sometimes you get lucky and propelled a little bit farther forward with that grab. There's something satisfying about mapping out an AL like that, and then getting everything to work. It's just whenever like you see something from Upsell and Hammer, it involves a lot of creativity and skill as well. And here it's all just getting a couple little things to work together, I guess. His stumble is the most annoying thing in human existence, man. Yeah, exactly. It's the same for Kuro. It just makes it more tedious when it's supposed to be. But at least I'm already at pretty much 100% at hitting the arrows. Which is a nice skill to have anyway if you're ever doing boss rush. It helps with that, so I like to practice it even. Anyway. Yeah, man. Yeah, because of the cutscene, I get it. Wait, does the cutscene also matter for the new setup, though? Oh, because you want to do Space Jam? Wait. Are we doing Space Jam again? Am I misremembering something? Holy shit, that's sick. I might have, but I might have forgotten it. Is it the thing where you do like belly second, head first, and then just... I'm not sure. What the fuck was that, man? You know what the stupidest part is? You can almost be as slow as you want on the first sigil, because then if you just stumble into the thing, it gives you a higher boost if you're slow. And that's kind of anti-speedrun in itself, when sometimes waiting is faster than just doing it fast, you know? Oh, space... Yeah, right, okay, you know, I remember. Space Jam into the shoulder, do armor and cycle to head, and then front drop. Yeah, no, I remember now. Yeah, right. You are cooking on that. Cooking so hard. Because you can cycle stab the shoulder as well, which is kind of sick. Honestly, I like how much variance there is on the, like, freaking HTA Colossi. Quad guys, there's such a thing of beauty when there's, like, multiple strats that are all similarly fast and can give record. Yeah, man, okay. It's kind of fun, yeah. Okay, this is I think the first time I actually missed an arrow. Yeah, because you can cycle stab them all. It just kind of gets disgusting, doesn't it? It's kind of like HT Argus. You can cycle step the head, it's just kind of weird at some point, because it's just about kind of getting lucky as well. Yeah, I hate this Colossus, I forgot. Let me try that for a moment just before I end the stream. So you say do the shoulder? Okay, let me try this. I think I know what you mean. Just for a moment. Can I still do the space jam? That's the real thing. Can I like freaking launch? I haven't done it in such a long time that I might even have forgotten it. Well, I should be able to do it. It's just a matter of recovering. This works, right? Yeah. Oh wait, we're space jamming. Yeah, no, I haven't got it, man. Well, I would have gotten it, but I got confused between, like... Man, like, legitimately. Does the, like, launch to shoulder work differently? Okay, I don't think I can do the launch to shoulder in the same way. Because this would have been okay for like a launch to head, but I'm so like... Do I just need to... I think I need to jump later, right? Or earlier. I'm not trying to recover how I'm launching here. That's pain. And there could be like a decent enough strat with like doing belly and then whatever you did with the other thing. That's annoying. Let's try this guy for a moment. But just a moment, I'm kinda tired and I can tell in my play. Oh, I should have done a full stab, I forgot. Well, that's not good enough anyway. How many stabs do you need on Phaedra HT anyway? Was it 6.5 or something? Well... Wait. Legitimately though. Could this be faster? What if instead of waiting you get this animation and try to jump to the, like, side thingies or something? Would that be faster? Now I wonder. Oh, anyway. Let me try to do it on purpose. Well, that was a massive failure. Maybe not, probably not. I don't know. Probably don't even want to know. Okay, let's just try the normal way for a moment. Just do this in a chill manner. Man, let me just fucking try this. Ugh, thanks, I hate it. 1, 2. This is a plant, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. It was 6.5, right? 1, 2, a little bit, and fall off. Great. What's the freaking thing on Phaedra anyway? Man, let me try it, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little bit. Little bit. Man. Okay. Let me just look it up for a second. What is the actual record nowadays? Because this was a bad attempt, but it could have finished in like it's a 117. Actually, this is very doable. Actually, this is super doable. There's not even a question. It's just that if I get it, JK will snipe it the next day, so that's what I gotta consider. Let me just practice this like that. Man, why would you stumble there? What is wrong with you? Okay, what am I missing here? Did I misstab one of those? Yeah, I misstabbed one of those. How many stabs is it on the head? Do I still have head stabs left? Is it more than 6.5? Okay, it is more than 6.5. Okay, let me get to the... It's stupid how bad this attempt was, and we still would have recorded by a mile. Where is the stabbing guide from JK? Was it ever posted anywhere in SRC? No, is it on the other thing? Is it on the other thing? I just need to know a freaking number, man. Beginner help, probably. Additional guides. Stab count here. So, how much is Phaedra head? Professional speedrunner belly. Oh, it's 7.5. It's 7.5. Okay, I was one short, and then I was wondering why I was so fast, huh? It's 7.5. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. No wonder I was that fast, huh? See, if you skip one of the stabs, you're actually going fast. But still, it's like, those weren't great attempts, and it was still freaking lightning. Okay, sure. 1, 2. Okay. I wonder if staying further back, like JK did, is actually more beneficial, because it doesn't seem to shake as much there as further up. Okay, sure. Three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do it the chill way for now. The important part is to be finished up here, once that happens, maybe before it even. That's kind of the hard part, but if you get there early, it's very doable. Okay, sure, whatever. I actually want to kind of try if this could make work, because you have to wait anyway. If there's a way to get up here that way earlier, it feels that way. Maybe it's actually worth going for, or maybe just jump to a side and get up on the side. I'm not sure. Because there's so much time spent waiting before I can actually get up there that it feels wasteful. Okay, man, sure. It's just about getting the cycle steps in cleanly, which is a problem. Everything else feels somewhat easy, with enough good animations. Okay, let's try the other thing again. Wow, I actually skipped it this time. Okay, sure. Man. I'm getting very tired. I'll do a couple more attempts. Let's see where this leads. Nowhere, apparently. Man. Man, this was almost perfect, but then I messed up on the last one. This would have been very fast. There's a certain way to do it where you just are so far up the head where it kind of doesn't do the animations, but there's always a way to cycle step up of that by just pressing yourself into it. Okay, man. There we go. First time I actually get up there properly. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is slow. 6, 7. Wow, this plant was way too strong. Let's finish this. Well, not anymore, I guess. If I just get the cycle steps cleanly, I'm probably beating the record by over 10 seconds or something, with how the rest lines up. It's kinda stupid. Actually ridiculous. Man. Okay, let's do it the slow way, or not. This is the annoying part, getting up there. To actually attempt the whole thing. man. This is stupid. I hate it. Okay. Oh, almost. Okay, this is stupid. Okay. I'll probably try this again tomorrow when I'm more fresh, energy-wise. Let's give it one last attempt. That's enough, I guess. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching and chatting. That was fun. I'll try to do more streams more often. I always say that, and usually I don't, but oh well. Thank you everyone. Bye.